Hey everybody, Bill Einelli, Einelli & Associates Real Estate. Welcome to the Real Estate Matters videocast. Monday, President's Day, February 20th, 2023. February 20th. Shout out to my lovely mother, 86 years old. Happy birthday, Mommy. Still kicking, doing great. Talked to her this morning. Gotta love your mommies. Make sure and call them. You'll miss your family when they're gone, I'll tell you that. You'll miss your parents, so make sure and reach out to your parents. There's my message of the day. Or your loved ones. You never know. But we are in Walker, Arizona, which is actually just outside of Prescott, about 6 miles from Highway 69. I did a video off Lynx Lake. You turn on that road, Walker Road. It's right by Costco when you come into town, and you'll go past Lynx Lake, which is about a mile in, and continue on this road right here, about 6 miles, and here we are, and it's back in here. This is Walker. You can see the roads on both sides of the street, and it is a beautiful area. Look at the snow up here. There's no snow in town, none. So we've climbed up an elevation to around, this is around 5,800, and we can get up to 7,000 feet up here. On average, probably 6,500 up here elevation. So Walker was named after Joseph Walker and the Walker Party. You might have heard that a little bit in some history books in the Southwest. But they came out here in 1863. A group of men that he put together. They were miners and families to come here and mine for gold, silver, all kinds of stuff up in here, mainly gold in the 1800s. Can you imagine mining for gold up here this time of year? What a harsh life it is. And my mom's family settled just a little bit to the west of here in Groom Creek, which I did a video of that as well. If you continue on this road, Walker Road, it'll wind all the way around, take you out up by Senator Highway, which is where Groom Creek is located. It's really not a highway, it's the old Senator Highway. And those two will connect, Walker and Groom Creek. It's about a 5-mile loop road up here. And a lot of people do that on off-road vehicles. We're going to turn to dirt here pretty quick. So people come up here, they take their quads and their Razors and their SUVs. They come up mainly from Phoenix or even locals, especially in the summertime, and in the winter, ride the SUVs, ride the quads, play in the snow. So if you're down in Phoenix, you could still come up, bring the kids up. Look, there's plenty of snow. Just keep driving out here on Walker Road. You're going to hit snow for quite a while. Actually, we're supposed to get more snow this week, but we've had an unusual amount of snow here the last couple years, which is great for the climate, great for the drought. But man, we've had some good moisture. We usually get about 12 to 16 inches a year. We've far surpassed that. And here is Walker Road here. There's a bulletin board on the right. Kind of starts in here, turns to dirt. People check their mail over there. Mailboxes up here. You get mail service down here and check your mail if you live up. Volunteer Fire Department, the Walker Fire Department. I would say, I'm just guessing, but I would say 70% of the homes up here are part-time. I do know some full-time people that live up here. As soon as I do my videos, people get behind me. I can drive with nobody behind me for miles. Turn on the old video. People get behind me. Here's the fire department right here. And they do charity events. They raise money. Well, here it is, donations. They've raised $400,000. All volunteer fire department. Groom Creek actually has a regular fire department, but Walker has a volunteer. And the sheriff services this area as well. National Forest Service, which we're coming up into here as well. But here they have a little community center. And you park right down in here. You get together, they have meetings. It's a close-knit group of people that live up here. Same with Groom Creek. So when you see Walker, I've done videos on Groom Creek. Now you'll see Walker. If you see listings in Walker, you'll know where that is. Ponderosa Park is another one. And Highland Pines. Those are the 4 areas that are heavily pined. Part-time living, full-time living. I've done videos on all of them except Highland Pines, which we'll do a coming soon on that as well. So if you're looking for pine property or a cabin, you want to look at Walker, Groom Creek, Highland Pines, and Ponderosa Park. They're all similar to where I'm right now. They're all up in a higher elevation, part-time, full-time living, a lot of cabins, a lot of snow, a lot of beautiful weather in the summertime to escape the heat. Up here it's about 7 degrees different than it is in town, colder or warmer. So if it's 100 in town or 90 in town, it's 83 here, which is great. If it's 30 in town, it's 23 here, just as a rule of thumb. And you can see, I mean, I should have drove in from town. There's no snow in town. So it sticks around here for a while due to the mountains and the shade with the trees. But it is beautiful. Prices vary up here. For a cabin, you're looking low end. If you can find it, it'll need work. Probably in the high 200 range. All the way up. We sold one in here for 1.2 million. This was spectacular. With the guest house, acreage, a couple acres, 4 acres. Full-time living, part-time living. So you can go up over $1 million up in here. And a little cabin will run you, a nice little cabin will run you 300,000 in that range, 300 to 500. Propane for heat. There's no natural gas up here. Well for water, or haul your water, what they call haul, meaning that there's companies. You just call them up and you have a tank, and you text them, they come up and fill up your tank. It's about $200 depending on the size of your tank, and a lot of people do that. They haul their water because a well, if you're going to start from scratch and drill a new well, you're looking at, well drillers will charge you much more to come out here. I've got a bid for $32,000, which is ridiculous. That's about 15 to 20 in town. So you can go left or right here. This is Potato Patch over here. To the right will take you up to Groom Creek. To the left is some homes mixed in throughout here. Turns to dirt, as you can see. Little cabins there on my left. And then there's an area, a little kind of a mini subdivision up here called Potato Patch. And it has mainly part-time homes up here. And it's about 50, 60 homes up here in Potato Patch. You can see it's pretty wet, muddy up here. So a well and propane, and you want to make sure if you do purchase a lot, it has access to power. There's power up here. Some people are completely off the grid. They have solar. But there is power up here. So you want to buy a lot with power, or find out how much it costs to bring power if you're looking to build up here, because people have these dreams. I want to build up here in the pines. It's my dream. Well, yeah, me too, and I've done it, and it's kind of a nightmare, because you've got workers, construction guys that don't want to come out here. So I can give you some builders that do build out here. You've got delivery issues. Home Depot and Lowe's and them, they do not want to come up here on dirt roads. They will not deliver. So you've got to get the right guys to deliver your lumber packages, your concrete. It's a chore building out here. It really is. And then you've got to fight the weather right now in the winter. So if you do build, you'd probably want to break ground, get everything in order, which takes some time. This is in the county. Want to get everything in order to build, and you would be breaking ground maybe around March. And you've got a nice building season until Halloween. But you can't always plan it out that way, though. Man, I picked a crazy day to come up here. Look at this little creek on the left. If you can see it. Wow, pretty. I'm kind of shocked myself at how much snow is still up here. The last snow, they got about a foot up here. And there was 3 to 4 inches in town, so that tells you. But man, is it spectacular in the summertime when it's hot in Phoenix and people are coming up here to get away from the heat. Or even in Prescott, you come out here and have a picnic. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm not going to go too far up here today. I might have to kick this into 4-wheel. Drive with care. For sale sign right there is a little cabin on my left. Crazy. Sorry for the shaky camera. As I said, YouTube got rid of their stabilization on their videos. So when I uploaded to YouTube, it was just easy to do. And now they don't offer that, so I got a shaky camera without the proper software. As you can see, this would be harsh in the winter, wouldn't it? When the snow hits. You need a 4-wheel drive. Not so much in the summer, depending on where you live though. Some of these areas need a 4-wheel drive year-round to get to. But you definitely need one if you're going to be up here in the winter time. So things to consider, like I told you, on the water issue. Or if you're doing resale and you're buying a resale, you want to check on the availability to power. You want to check on if they haul their water or if there is a well, and how good is the well. Because a lot of the water up here is, has the mine tailings. They call it the tailings. So a lot of chemicals and things in it from the old mines. So you want to make sure and do a well test for the content of the water. And you want to make sure of, can you receive cell service out here? Most of the area you can, but a lot of the area you cannot. And then it says right here on this sign, 4-wheel drive or chains recommended beyond this point. Which I'm going to do. I'm going to put it into 4-wheel right now. Buzz along here. So, look on the map, find Lynx Lake, and go south, and you'll be up in Walker where we're at right now. I call it a whole nother world up here, because you go back into town and it's like, wow, there's no snow, there's nothing. And then you come up here and you're like, where am I? What did I stumble onto? And this is well over a week after the snowstorm. But man, you know, you got to start thinking how good it is for the land, for the area, for the drought. Just think, when I start doing these videos in spring and summer, it is going to be some of the most beautiful things you've ever seen up here. So keep it in mind, if you're looking for a part-time home, you want to come up here, bring the family. When you're in town, you want to go sledding, you want to take the kids up. A lot of people have never seen the snow or the kids. Come up here to Walker, drive around. You can just keep going. You can go on the right for that fork where I was at, or the left, which is this way. This takes you up to Potato Patch. There's an area called Mount Union, and that's where all the antennas are for the TVs and the satellite stuff. That's way high. There's a fire lookout station back in here. There's trails to hike. Farther back in here, there's hunting, deer, wild pig, javelina. Actually, you can get some elk up higher, but don't see too many of those. Unbelievable. There's some cabins on the right. I probably won't make it up to Potato Patch, too far. I'll get that in the summer. Just wanted to do a quick video though of Walker, since we've had a couple of requests for it, so you can see the terrain. And the market's good. Market is still, I pulled the stats again from last year to this year, and we're down about 3% overall, price-wise. I keep waiting to look and see we're down 5 to 10, and I've been saying that certain areas are, but overall in the entire area, about 3%, which is kind of shocking considering the rest of the country's quite a bit farther down price-wise than we are. We're holding steady, but the inventory has doubled. It has doubled. Listings have doubled from last year at this time. We have twice the inventory that we did last year. So that's great news for you if you're a buyer. If you're a seller, you have to get a little more realistic, but and price accordingly. And if it's priced right, there's a lot of activity. Again, that sweet spot is about 350 to 600,000. That's where everybody's looking. And you certainly can get that up here. But when this is what people do though, they say, I want a cabin in the woods. And I go, I know exactly, okay, let's go. And I know exactly that they don't want a cabin in the woods. They want underground utilities, some pine trees, paved roads. So I take them up here, they're grabbing the handle of the door, you know, the handle where you hold on to, and they're like, oh my God, where are we going? Well, I thought you wanted a cabin. Well, no. Like, I know what you want, so I'll take them back through one of our subdivisions in town, Hidden Valley Ranch and Timber Ridge. Like, oh yeah, this is what I mean. Well, that's not a cabin. That's a single family residence. There's some people playing in the snow right there to my right, if I can get them. So make sure and check us out. Come to town. It's a good time to come. February, March, not as busy. Hit us up. azrealestatematters.com is the website. You can search properties, set up a search, Phoenix or Prescott. And I can set you up on a search too and get really detailed. And that's absolutely free. Not going to charge you. I don't track you. So just ask that if you do come to town, give me a call. We've got great agents as well. We'll get you set up. Don't worry about that. So come on into town. Boy, this is a steep hill here. I'm going to go up here and turn around. Wow, I didn't realize it was like this. So hit us up. Go to the website. Give me a call. 928-848-6911, 602-463-9166. Drop me an email, bill@azrealestatematters.com. All this is on the website. And I look forward to talking to you guys about whatever you're looking for. Just call to chat. If you're fact-finding, don't think you're wasting our time. We'll get you set up. You want to come here and look around for a day or so, we'll take you around. You really do need to come around. People that have went, oh wow, that was so helpful, to show areas, to see what's going on, and then they can narrow it down where they want to be. But if you come up here, you have to go in my truck, because you're not getting up here in your car. Okay? So stay in touch, drop me a line, give me a call, and we will talk real soon. Happy February. Come on up to Prescott. We'll see you.